Hello and welcome to another week's edition of the Weekly Waller Review Show. We're here back at headquarters, Rosehill Gardens, and why are we here today, Chris?
No races today, Charlie.
That's a shame.
Exercise day today, a little bit casual. You've already been for your gallop. How was the track?
Track was wet.
Wet. 9, 10?
Well, it's a 9 right now.
9.
But
There you go. We've copped plenty of rain in Sydney over the past 3 weeks. And,
it's just been relentless.
But I'd say everything's safe for Saturday, no problem there. Just don't want too much rain on the day, that'll spoil the party because it'll be a big day's racing.
Absolutely. Not only the Golden Slipper, we've got the Mighty Mare Winx back in action.
Good field Saturday, Charles.
It is.
Chautauqua,
She's faced good fields before.
She has. What else is in Tosin Stardom? Did he pay up?
Well, let's deal with that when we get to it.
Right. Sorry, Charlie.
Come on, stick to the schedule.
2 winners last week.
3 winners last week. We had Hogmanay, ultra consistent,
Tough win.
wasn't it?
Good ride from James Innes. He
Yeah.
rode the first winner at
At Newcastle for us.
Egg
Big
Tart.
start. We also had Dornwall on the Friday, taking out the Kembla Grange Classic, formerly the Keith Nolan.
Who rode that?
Kieran McAvoy.
Good ride.
Great ride.
He's riding as good as any jockey in Australia.
What about Fox Play Saturday?
Oh.
Was that better ride or worse ride?
Patient. Nerves of steel.
Mm.
Impressive
I was
win.
nervous. Were you?
No.
No. Of course you weren't. You weren't even in the state. You happy with Counter Track?
No. Two tracks too firm in Melbourne. Not just blaming Flemington in general. Our horses feel the tracks in Melbourne. In Sydney they don't.
Okay.
But that's how they choose. I'm not trying to change racing. I won't go. Yeah, this shouldn't single out one curator. All the tracks in Melbourne are too hard. Simple as that.
And they have had a dry month compared with us, haven't they?
It's regardless of their weather. Their tracks dry very well. I'll give them credit for that. But even still, yeah, their good threes are a lot firmer than our good threes. I can tell you that.
Okay. Righto, well, we'll go straight into Rosehill. In the first, Kinema. Ryan Moore back on board.
Yes, he needs pace on this horse because he's a tricky little fella.
He is.
Yeah, needs cover, we know that, but he also needs a bit of pace on. He didn't get that fast start and he over-raced, made it hard for the Magic Man Joe Moreira. So, Ryan won on him in Cup Day. He's won on him, I think, in England as well. So, he gets the ride.
I think he got beaten by him, actually.
Who remembers
Anyway.
that? And starting to get up to a more suitable distance, 2,400 metres.
Perfect. Righto, we'll go straight into race 4, Preferment in the Ramvet.
It's going to be too wet for Preferment. I doubt you'll see him go around. But unless there's a miracle and it gets back to the better side of soft, then we could run him. Otherwise, you'll have to wait till next week. But it's going well. It is.
His trial was great. Yeah.
Won a trial, which is unusual for him, 1,200 metres.
Okay, well, luckily we have a backup in
Yes.
Antonio Giuseppe on the quick backup.
Touch disappointing last week. Only thing disappointing was the way they ran the race. They ran it so quick. It called on their fitness levels to the extreme, and we kept him a bit sharper. Second up 2,000 metres. He got found out. Simple as that.
If it had been third up and you'd had an 1800
No
metre
problem.
race in between,
No
you would have.
problem. We could have ridden him a bit quieter as well, but we're not to know that. That's racing. So it's either 2,400, and I can see the 2,400 BMW in 2 weeks or next week being run the same way. So he's going to be a bit short of his best fitness. So you then go to plan B, and I think that's running Saturday.
Okay. Into the big one. The George Ryder. We have McCreary. Little McCreary.
Well, his first up run was terrific. He's spot on target for the Doncaster. He's second favourite for the Doncaster.
He is indeed.
52 kilos. But on Saturday he's racing against the best horses in the country. Under weight for age conditions, which gives him 59, Charles. Little fella will struggle with 59. So, if he could run midfield, I'd be more than happy.
Okay, we also have Endless Drama.
Good run first up, bit plain second up. Might have ridden him too quite close. Probably best get a bit of cover on him on Saturday. He's another one that will drop to a lightweight in the Doncaster in 2 weeks' time.
And then finally, Winx Barrier 8.
She's going terrific, Charles. Barrier's probably a plus if the track's going to be heavy 9. And she's going as well as she's ever gone. So take a bloody good horse to beat her.
That's
Simple
for sure.
as that.
That is for sure. Straight into the Rosehill Guineas. Coming through. Looking for 2,000 now?
I think so.
Yeah.
Can't fault his runs this prep. He's had the perfect prep to run the 2,000 metres Guineas race. Last start, Group 1 third on a similar track. Craig Williams rides. He had a play with him on Tuesday morning and said he felt good, got on well with him. His barrier 6 should be a plus. His brother won the race. It's going good.
The stars aligned.
They do.
Sizzling Bullet. Going for a 3 in a row.
3-timer. He won his last 2 runs well, obviously against moderate or lesser opposition. Ryan Moore rides, that's got to be a plus.
Massive plus.
Can he ride? He's good. How would you compare Ryan to Hugh Bowman?
They're both similar in their attitude, in terms of being relaxed. Nothing panics them. They're both calm horsemen.
The people watching this don't need to know about their attitude. They need to know who's the best. Who's the best?
Well, all the stats say Ryan.
What? Yeah. Really? Well, that's a big statement.
Ryan gets off the plane in any country and just goes bang.
Do you think riding in Australia holds jockeys back?
No, I don't think so.
I do.
Why?
Because they can't just get on a plane and fly to France, fly to Ireland.
True, but they do often get on a plane far more often to go to Hong Kong and Japan and Asia.
It's a lot further. But I take your point. They maybe don't need to travel as much to prize money in Australia.
Exactly, they don't need to. Well, Hugh did a stint in the UK anyway.
He did, but it takes you 2 or 3 years to get your foot in the door over there, doesn't it? Look at Kieran McAvoy. He was he the leading rider in England?
For Godolphin?
Well, he was for them, but he did a good job, didn't he?
Yeah, outstanding.
Just shows you how good he is, Kieran.
World class. Righto.
Where do you fit Kieran and Hugh?
This isn't a jockey ranking show.
Well, it saves you putting me under the spotlight.
We have one more runner at Rosehill.
Right.
Elle Lou.
Right. Well, she
Barrier
went well
1.
on the start.
That's a shame.
Well, I reckon she don't think it's a problem.
You think everything will come off the fence?
Yeah, that's right. Race 9, 10 race program. Yeah, she'll save a bit of ground. She likes a bit of room. She'll get it on the inside instead of the outside. It's a bit harder. But look, the Rosehill track's pretty fair. Don't think there'll be a distinct disadvantage to be drawn inside or outside. Be a good day's racing. She'll be hard to beat, stepping up to 1900 for the first time. She's won over the Randwick Mile last start.
Hard to beat.
Yep.
Ooh. Right, down at Flemington we have Hersley, Brad Rawiller, 61 kilos, barrier 13.
Should have won last start. No luck.
He's had a few shoulda ones.
Oh, not as should have that one on Saturday.
That's true.
So went to the line uncontested. Big weight though, 62 kilos. I see you haven't claimed.
No, we haven't.
What were you and Liam thinking?
Top 4 or 5 apprentices were all taken. And Brad Rawiller is stronger than 2 kilos.
Is he?
Yes.
Of course he is.
Strong like a bull.
Well, I think that's a good idea.
And he doesn't need anyone kidding along that horse.
No, he will take advantage of a kid.
Mm.
So he's going to be hard to beat. He's drawn barrier 13 though, that's an issue.
It is.
We'll worry about that.
Close to
Saturday.
the line.
Brad's problem, not ours.
Exactly. Yeah, we also have Overstep, second up.
She
What
will-
did you make of her first up?
Good, no luck whatsoever.
But happy?
Yep, very happy with her. Running up the straight for the first time. 1100 metres won't be a problem. Should be hard to beat.
Okay. We'll just quickly dart over to Newcastle on Friday. Just for the feature. In the Newmarket Handicap, we've got Vanbrugh, barrier 6, 57 kilos.
Not a bad weight. Good horse. Bit short for him though. Be interesting to see how this track races on a Saturday.
Good form.
Have they had the rain we've had though?
Well, Gosford was abandoned and it's not that far.
No, it's not, but it'd be interesting. They might not have had as much as us. Hey, might have had more, but we'll have to find out because be racing on a good track because it's the new track. It's been refurbished.
It's
Not
fantastic.
refurbished, rebuilt. Apparently, it drains 200 mils every hour, so it's got the potential to drain 200 mils of water an hour. So
Which you're never going to get.
great for New South Wales racing.
And Mare Nostra in the same race.
He's come back well, he's trialled well. He would be one that would appreciate a bit of given the track. We might even save him for the Doncaster
Yeah,
Prix.
barrier 11. Do you need to?
Not really. We'll see. We'll have a talk to the owner, see what he thinks.
And just quickly, Prescience, first emergency at Moonee Valley.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
What did he draw?
2.
Good draw. It's the right race for him. It's not a strong race at all, is it?
No. And hopefully one of those boys that drawn out wide will take a scratching and here
He's
we go,
going
barrier 2.
He's
Craig Newitt.
He's not the best horse in the stable, but 1-2 starts back. See how he goes.
Right, everyone have a good weekend and enjoy Cheltenham. Best week's racing in the world.
Apart from the Melbourne Cup week.
No.
Championships?
No.
You're on drugs.
Hasn't got a patch on it.
Championships is the best.
Chel-
Wait till we get to
Cheltenham.
Everest this time next year. Cheltenham.
Cheltenham.
It's jumps racing. We don't do jumps racing.
Cheltenham.
Nah.
It's all Cheltenham.
Don't do jumps racing.
He wouldn't know what racing is.